Hello, Lucan.
He
Is
said.
the next round of
He
cross
said.
ones all set?
Why, yes.
Another feature of the wheel, which is their cooldowns. So as you're casting spells,
Talk
standing
to
up,
him. Do
helps you
that
juggle
again. Let me
not
see
just
that. Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Zetrim, and we are back with another video, and we are doing another Hogwarts Legacy gameplay showcase. Now, this is part 2 of the first gameplay showcase. As you guys see, we're about 26 minutes in, so if you guys want to watch the first 26 minutes of me reacting to this, that is going to be a video. I'll probably leave it in the description or leave it above somewhere if I remember. Hopefully, editing Zetrim puts that in. But I think we had seen before, we had seen the character customization, which I thought was amazing, especially the black hairstyles. They nailed it. They killed it. I was just so happy to see something so beautiful. Not that it's not in other games, but it's not done like this in other games. It ain't done with this much detail, this much refinement, this much crispiness. We've never seen it before in a video game that I've seen personally. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. But I was pretty excited about that. We did a tour around Hogwarts. Hogwarts is looking lively. It's looking real good. It's looking fantastic. So we're gonna continue off here. I know before they were talking about classes. I don't know if they meant classes as in like your actual classes that you take, like, you know, your school classes, or if there's like a class system in the game for like combat. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're talking about school classes more than likely, because I mean, what other classes gonna be? It's not like you just be like a sword fighter or a mage. No, everybody is mage, or, you know, sorcerer, whatever, sorceress, whatever. So we're going to continue from there. And then in the last video, I had mentioned that I was going to share my results for the Hogwarts Legacy quiz, the one that you have to do to get the robes, like this one, like this, what is this, Hufflepuff right here, house robe right here. So you have to do a quiz in order to get this on the Hogwarts or Harry Potter website. I forget the website's called, but I did it already. See, the thing was, I had posted a video. I asked you guys, how do I get this robe? Or I was just talking about the robe, how dope it was or something like that. You guys told me I need to take a quiz. You guys showed me where the quiz was. So I went and took the quiz. And right after I finished the quiz, I was like, I should have recorded that. And then you guys were like, you should record it. I'm like, too late. And I was going to share my results in this video, but I changed my mind again. What I've decided to do is just create another account, record me doing a quiz on that new account, show the results for that quiz, and then compare them to my like results I actually did like the very first time. Now, I don't remember any of the questions. The only question I remember on the quiz was about a drink. It was like, what drink would you choose? That's the only one I remember. Other than that, I don't remember, because it was so long ago. I feel like it was like at least 3 months ago, something like that. I don't remember, but it was a while ago. I don't remember the questions or anything like that. So we'll do it. I'll make a new account. We'll do it. We'll do the quiz again. We'll make it a video, and then I'll compare those to the new, to my very first results, so you guys can see that Hogwarts Legacy is very close. It is approaching very quickly, so I'm trying to get these Hogwarts Legacy reaction videos, the quiz videos, all that before the release. Gameplay, you know, me just playing through the game is going to be on this YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys are interested into long videos, short videos, whatever. I don't know, but it'll be on this channel. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys like long gameplay videos, short gameplay videos? You know, like, and when I say short, I mean like 30 minutes, and on the long side, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours of just me playing the game. Let me know that in the comment section below. And as usual, I've been talking too much, but before we get into the video, hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys want to see out of, you know, Hogwarts Legacy, what you guys are thinking of the game so far. Are you excited? Are you not excited? Did you have a pre-order? Do you not have a pre-order? And what system are you playing on? Because I know about the whole last gen delay and the Switch delay as well. So let me know what console you have it pre-ordered on, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the content and want to see future reactions, future gameplays, and all that. And without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, let's get it.
Staircase to the left where we were just at as he was walking by. I also recognized the dragon at the very top. Oh my gosh.
Being in a classroom, I think this is a good opportunity to talk about
how
classes
they mean
work,
like actual classrooms, like school
Is
classes.
it a schedule-based system? Is it so tell us how classes work?
Yeah. So
ooh, I never thought about that. I know. I paused. I'm sorry. I know y'all said, "Oh, don't apologize," but some people be getting that mad at me for pausing too much. But I'm just gonna keep pausing. But yeah, he's talking about school classes. You know, I never thought about that. Would it be on a schedule? Like, you know, it's you gotta go at like 6 in the morning. You just gotta show up to class, or is it like something where you like click it? You're like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this class now," and then the class is just available to take then. Or is it a schedule? That's interesting. I don't know.
To go
What would you guys
the
want?
sim route. So I think like one of the speculations was, is there time of day?
Defense against the dark arts
that kind of
class.
thing. Like, can I miss class at this time of day?
There is a day-night cycle.
Yeah, there is a day-night cycle.
Day-night cycle.
but,
I know there's a
but
weather system
everything
too.
is very narrative-based, and so there's a big mystery going on in the world. There's something happening in the narrative, and we essentially see it as kind of like chapters in that narrative. Each chapter of which has a set of missions that you can choose between as you're progressing through the game, and classes fit within that structure. So there are mainline things that the players have to do, and then classes also appear on the sides as well as optional things that help you advance your spells. It's absolutely true that classes provide all of your major tools throughout the gameplay, your spells, your major abilities. You get to know the professors. Each one of them has these bespoke.
That's interesting. So it's basically like the classes are a part of the main story, and you probably have to do a few of them as part of like the storyline. Like, it's a required quest to advance the story. And from those you'll probably learn, like, you know, spells that you need or whatever in the game. But then there's also optional classes that you can take. And, you know, these optional classes will probably give you like additional, like he said, additional spells and things like that. We'll be doing all of them. Every single last one of them. I'm going to be on the honor roll by the end of this game. I'm not kidding. I'm going to get my glasses. Okay. Just like this. Don't mind my glasses. They're a little dirty, but I don't need them right now. But I'm serious. We will be on the honor roll because we're taking all classes. We are doing all extracurricular activities. We'll be doing all extracurricular activities to get as many spells as we can, because I want all the spells in the game. I want to see everything that this game has to offer. I really want to. So we'll be doing all those. So that's interesting. I mean, I like that. I like that it's not, you know, required, but I feel like at the same time though, if they do it this way, he's saying like, okay, during this story segment or whatever, you know, you have a certain amount of class that you can choose to take this class, whatever. But then, you know, say you advance the story too far, will you not be able to go back and take those classes and get those spells now that the stories progress? I don't know. That's my only concern with that. But I mean, if you want the spells, I guess you're just gonna have to do it then and there. But you know, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Kind of events, moments in those missions, and then there are also additional opportunities outside of that through kind of like side classroom missions, essentially, where you can learn additional spells. Or
so you get spells through other side quests outside of just classes. And maybe if you get to know the professors better, you'll get more side quests, maybe not even related to spells, but other stuff. I don't know.
Andrew's been kind of showing
a lot of possibilities
ways
here
to kind of interact with the environment and just engage with the world.
Well, where'd that painting go? Can you climb in there?
Some tea with
Victorian.
Why he got a bag?
high society.
Is he throwing out the
I
trash?
still wonder you like this area because we built it for like the pure bloods
Ooh,
and the Slytherins.
beautiful.
Well,
He said we built it for
speaking
the
of
pure
lived in,
bloods.
like the sound effects again, the chatter of the communication.
Look
that's
at the people
happening
just
in
flying around
the
on
stuff,
broomsticks.
like,
That's
just
sick.
makes it feel more alive.
Little events
It
like
really
that.
does make it feel alive.
I just saw
That's
a
cool.
video of that. Love that.
That's awesome.
The data tower was one example, but no two hallways should look the same in Hogwarts. It has a lot of personality. Every hallway should be a little bit different, and that's mostly to help orient the player.
No two hallways should look the same. That's a bold statement there, lady. That is a bold statement. I'll be testing this. No, I'm just playing. I don't care.
Player.
Right.
Help you not get lost. But this is Hesperus Hall. That's a little nod from the Marauders, a name that came from the Marauders map. But every hallway will have a little bit of a different personality and
personality. I like that because
Yeah,
it
a lot of
does like
character.
Hogwarts has character. Hogwarts is its
She didn't know
own
what to-
character no matter where you go.
She didn't know what to say after that. The guy was like, personality. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at this guy.
feels just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Sentient castle
Doors
full of
locked.
magic for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
It's going to kind of
And
grow
full
and
of,
develop. Oh, I heard something.
Yeah. Speaking of characters.
What
Speaking of
the?
magic, Mr. Magic himself.
Is that? Was it? What y'all say his name was?
Be careful
Peeves
today.
or something?
You know, we
Clown
talked about
Man,
building on lore
Joker
too.
Man.
I know there's that statue over to the side.
I said he was
You know
only in
who
the
that
books or something like that.
Lachlan the Lanky,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
got his Bowtruckle friend. And I think if players don't know, there's another
Well,
Revelio
sorry.
page there.
Yeah, there's a map of Argyllshire. We know the fat lady hides
It
there.
hides behind it.
Fat
That's
lady
right.
hides there.
Yeah.
Right.
Third book.
I'm gonna watch.
But
I don't have
sometimes
much time, but I'm
a
gonna try to
hallway
watch
has
the movies
personality
before
by
this
how
comes
it
out.
looks, or we just passed a music hallway where the portraits have kind of taken it over, and so the sound makes it really unique.
All right, I gotta call this out here. I know there's been some criticism in the past that our trailers and our gameplay and what we've shown so far has not had enough owls. Okay, so here we are.
What? I'm sorry, but if y'all are complaining about owls, I thought they were gonna talk about some actual controversial, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw something out like graphics or gameplay or the broom rider or something. That's what I thought they was gonna say. They said owls. Okay, y'all can address the owls if you want. Okay.
At the owlry, we're looking directly at the owlry to show you all of the owls.
It's a lot of owls.
It's a lot of owls at the owlry.
I mean,
love the
I don't know if I
fog
say
rolling
that's a
down.
lot,
Great
but
callback.
it's a nice amount of owls.
No, I also love that.
That's
As
cool, though.
one of my favorite things about just kind of going around on the outside of the school is that all those things that I see are places that I can go to,
I knew they were
that
gonna
I
say
can
it.
visit. I just love that sensation,
That's
knowing
so
that that is
cool.
real.
That is
I
cool
love
though.
the
That
Scottish
is cool. Though.
countryside.
We're kind of closing out our.
It reminds me of like
mini-
Elden Ring, where someone left this comment like, "I hope this game is like Elden Ring with a Harry Potter IP license or something like that." You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like Elden Ring, where in Elden Ring, if you see it 9 times out of 10, you can go to it, and that was the problem and why it took so much of my time. 150 hours of my time went to Elden Ring because I'd see something, I'd be like, "Let me go check that out. Something over there. Did I just see something?" You go over there. It's a whole. You fall under the map. It's a whole another dungeon. It's a side quest. It's something random. Like something pops out and attack. Like it's so much stuff just to do. And I hope that this game is like that. Obviously, it's not. I don't think it's going to be to that extent. As far as the size of the world, but I hope that they go in that direction.
tour of Hogwarts, and again, it was but a fraction of this enormous castle. But we're closing it out here in the clock tower, so another recognizable
Cool.
location.
Yeah.
But this is where Cross.
I wanna see some more
which is
combat.
the secret, not so secret dueling club is that the students have put together. Professors definitely know about
Is
it,
that
but they think they're being
saving in the
clever.
middle of
And
the
it's run
screen at the
by
bottom?
this, Luke and Brattleby here.
Who's in a younger year. but we
Lucan
kinda like that
Brattleby.
that he's running things.
I would have called him Brattleby.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course.
Of
I'll
course.
practice and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to
That
cast
would be
all your spells
wonderful.
before the dummy lands.
Rate
If you
my
need to stop
accent 1 through
practicing
10.
Before you finish all of them, let me know.
And this is a really good opportunity to now jump into combat, because really
Yes.
in the game this is going to be
Yes.
the first time where you
Spell
yourself get to
combination. What does it
learn
say? Spell
about
combination
combat.
practice?
And this is going to be
Oh, yeah,
the
combination
first time
practice.
where you yourself get
That's
to learn
Osseo followed
about
by 4
combat
consecutive
and
basic
combos
attacks.
in a big way and in a new way. For me personally, this was where the game like really starts to open up to the possibilities.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we've set
Let me
up
see what you got. Let me
we've
see
set up
what
a
you got.
training dummy, and this is kind of an activity where you're supposed to execute according to kind of the iconography on the top. Now, what we see on the top is the active
Oh,
spell.
this like freaking god dang what you call them games like Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, DNF Duel, like when you have a practice mode and it shows you like a list of combos. It's kind of like that. It's just kind of like combo practice. That's cool though. That's cool. The game gives you some ones to play around with, but you know we want to finagle with it a little bit, finagle with the Harry Potter. I'm probably gonna be playing this on the highest difficulty. I want to see like what this game has to offer at its max. But I just hope they're not tanky just to be tanky. I hope it's not like that. But we'll see. This is interesting. This is cool though. I like this
followed by
idea.
For what we kind of lovingly refer to as basic shots. There's certain spells that the wizards kind of like use, just kind of fling, and they're using one now. And you trigger that by tapping R2 on your controller. So you can see in the corner R2. So if you tap R2, that throws out a basic shot. But that R2 is also your gateway to all of the spells that you might slot. So if you hold R2 instead, you can see how the diamond expands. And if we let go,
So if you tap R2, see, I thought R2 was solely for choosing one of the 4 spells there. But R2 also, if you just tap it, is a basic attack. I wonder on PS5, since this is really like heavily developed for PS5, it seems like it's going to be the most optimized for PS5. It's all the trailers, all the gameplay. It was at the PlayStation event. They have an exclusive mission for PlayStation. So I think that they've like kind of like Callisto Protocol. They were just like developing for this for the PS5. Not just for it, but like heavily spending a lot of time for it, and then all the other ones are afterthoughts. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be cool if with the DualSense, since it has the adaptive triggers, kind of like Returnal, where in Returnal, if you kind of pulled it like a little bit, there's resistance, but that gives one action. But then if you like push past through the resistance, then that's another action. So I wonder if they did it like that, or if it's simply just tap R2 for basic attack, hold R2 all the way, for a certain amount of time, then you get access to your other spells.
you see how it contracts.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so if you hold it again, it expands. And so when it expands, then all the spells that you slotted while you're holding that button can now be tapped with your face buttons.
Awesome.
And not only that, but over the course of the game, you can gain additional spell diamonds, up to 4 additional ones, so that
cool.
you can slot up to
Luminous spell.
16 spells, pretty much instantly. And then that helps us.
Wait, say it again?
You can slot up to 16 spells, pretty much spell diamonds, up to 4 additional ones, so that you can slot up to 16 spells, pretty much instantly. And then that helped us fulfill the fantasy of in combat, I need to be able to access things very rapidly.
I wonder how that's gonna feel.
So you learn over the course of these events, how to juggle not just the spell casting, but also it reinforces another feature of the wheel, which is their cooldowns. So as you're casting spells,
Talk to him. Do that again. Let me see that.
Spell casting, but also it reinforces.
Lift them up, smack them, smack them, smack them again, knock them out. Talk to him.
So as you're casting spells, just to make sure that you're not just kind of like repeatedly using one thing over and over and over again, you can see cooldowns on the spells that he's using on the wheel. And then as you progress through the game, there are different things that can affect things, like cooldowns through your talents, different things that allow you to kind of like juggle and adjust and up.
I like this. I like this. I like this. It's not like a spell, you get it and it's done. You have a talent. I don't know if the talent is specific to spells or just your character overall. So maybe if it's your character overall, you level up your talents, you get less of a cooldown on all your spells, or maybe just certain types of spells, or if it's just talents on that spell, which will reduce the cooldown. I like that. I like that. People might find it grindy, but I don't mind that at all. I actually like that. That's interesting though. I don't know what y'all think about that.
And so if you hold down R2 and you tap the D-pad, it will switch between your other diamonds if you've unlocked them, and that's how you access all those.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Y'all know I say it all the time. Sorry for pausing. But okay, so you hold R2, right? So you could tap R2 for a basic attack, which is like in the last combo sequence, it was the 4 attacks after he lifted him up. Those were the basic attacks, right? So that's the tapping of R2. But then if you hold R2, you can click basically X, Y, B, and wait, what? Sorry, square, square. I'm thinking about freaking Xbox. I was mixing Xbox and PlayStation controllers. Let's just stick with PlayStation. So you can hold R2 and press square, triangle, circle, and X, and you'll get access to those colored diamond spells right there. Then if you hold R2 and press on the D-pad, then you get 4 additional spells per D-pad direction, allowing for up to 16 quick spells that you can use. And I think you can customize each of the D-pad directions to maybe house certain spells that you want for certain situations or whatever. That's interesting. I wonder how that'll play out. I'm trying to think like I'm just gonna bring out the controller. Like if I'm pressing it like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Then you press that. That could work. That doesn't feel clunky. It does take your hand off of your thumbstick. The one that you are gonna be using to move around. But I don't know. I don't think it's that bad though. I think it's fine.
Man,
I like that. That's
looks like
interesting.
we're about to get some action over here.
Yeah.
Instead of being stuck to
So
4 spells.
this is a great way to kind of learn how to pull things together.
So you
pull those
Leviosa
combos
right
together.
Here.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
Accio,
Bring
tap,
them back.
tap, tap.
Boom, boom,
Awesome.
boom, boom.
Well
That's
done.
cool.
And that's just against the
Combo
dummy, but I
potential in
mean,
it it seems pretty
So
cool.
that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Thanks, buddy.
I think now we can take on
Get outta here, little
something a
Timmy.
little more challenging. It's gonna shoot back.
Now, let's
See, like,
talk
what do you
about,
get for
some
doing
more
that? Oh,
features of
XP.
the
I see now.
combat
Top left.
Hello, Lucan.
He
Is the
said.
next round of
He
cross
said.
ones all set?
Why, yes.
Man said, "Hello, Lucan." I'm dead.
Cheers. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
We're on a PS5 dev kit here, so we're gonna be able to kind of pause
I'm
the
ready.
action
Yeah.
and talk about what you're seeing on the screen because there's about to be a lot going on.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. Are you dueling with a partner?
All right, here you can select if you want to fight with somebody else, some of
One
your
of the other
classmates.
students.
Yeah.
But in this case, we're not. We want that action to feel a little more frantic towards you.
Why would
Really
that be
push
an
sense
option
of-
though? Maybe on certain quests we could bring people with us. I feel like they said that. I don't remember. Let me know in the comment section. That'd be interesting though.
Of
Tag team
combat.
combos.
Ready
So
to get
apparently you've
thrashed.
Long
got
loading
quite the
screen.
reputation because they've got you up against 3 people.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Off the jump.
Dang, 3 against
So
1.
I
That's
can explain
crazy.
this, just because I know people are going to go into it, but we can probably just kind of jump in.
Oh, wait, hold on now. Okay, so let's read through this top part. Break through violet shields with 4 spells, like the summoning charm Accio. To melee target enemies and objects, use R3 to lock on and R to change targets. The second part is pretty standard, but you can break through shields with 4 spells, like the summoning charm Accio. So you use Accio because you see the character there had like a purple shield around them.
Just because I know people are
And
going to
you,
go into
right there, so you can use the certain 4 spells to knock it
it,
off.
but we can probably just kind of jump in.
You see how our spells
so,
like bounce off of it?
You're not the only one that has Protego and the ability to deflect. The enemies do too. And we actually play with that when it comes to the spell casting. So you notice that there are different colored kind of shields around different characters. And you also notice that your spells have different colors on them.
Ooh.
So to help players understand kind of like the function of their spells, we kind of put them into brackets.
Ugh.
They're
You think there's counters in this game? That was hot.
damage spells. To help players understand kind of like the function of their spells, we kind of put them into
Boom.
brackets. So there are damage spells, there are force spells, there are
Oh.
forgetting the other one all of a sudden.
That
control
was
spells.
sick.
And so those things for the player, they wind up also being a color indicator for which,
Ooh, roll
which
mechanic.
actual spell to use to break the different shields that
I don't know if we've
enemies
seen that
can use.
before.
That way it rewards kind of like that close
Right,
attention that you're paying
And we've-
on things.
We've got this paused here now, and you.
That's interesting. They color coded all the spells. And if you see in the bottom right, each spell is color coded. So like I guess the purple one would work against this guy over here in the left, and maybe the yellow one would work against her shield. Or I don't know. Did he say the same? Let me hear that
Spell
one more
to use
time.
to break the different shields. So being a color indicator for which actual spell to use to break the different
Right. So
shields.
to break it. So if you use like if I use my hold R2, press triangle, that spell would break the girl's shield in front of me. While if I hold R2, do X, that would break Buddy's shield over there on the left.
that enemies can use.
Interesting.
That way it rewards kind of like that close
Right,
attention that you're paying
And we've-
on things.
We've got this paused here now.
That makes
and
it
you
less
can see
annoying to
all
know
the
which
elements
spell
on the
to use to
screen,
get rid
the
of it.
halo around the avatar's head,
Yeah.
each of the different shields, to kind of give us a breakdown of what's
Give us
going
a breakdown of different things that you're saying.
Yeah, what is it?
So you notice at the top that we're kind of like calling out which enemy you currently have targeted and their level and health. And so, as you target different characters, you'll be able to get that breakdown.
Yeah.
The the halo over your head, whenever an enemy is about to an attack, it's almost like you have a little bit of a sixth sense for those things that are coming. If you see the halo, it means there's an incoming attack, and if you tap the triangle button by default, then that you'll be able to deflect that attack that comes in and off.
There is a counter system. Interesting. Okay. And so this is kind of like Batman Arkham Knight, like not Arkham Knights, Batman Arkham like series or trilogy. I don't know. But it's kind of like that, where if, someone's about to punch you, or like even in the Spider-Man games, he get his little spidey senses above his head, I think, saying that someone's about to attack him. And then you could kind of counter it if you press a button. So they're kind of taken from that a little bit. With this halo, this thing right here, I assume, showing that someone is about to, it looked like my boy about to pull out that Glock. Maybe he's about to use a spell, and it's showing, his spell senses are tingling, and you can press triangle to just auto deflect it, which I think is what we saw earlier. So there's a counter system. So if you're paying attention and you're quick, you can actually counter a lot of spells without actually having to roll. And I wonder how much, if any iframes on the rolls.
Yeah, and I love that deflect where it goes off and like hits things up and kind of breaks things off walls too.
Yeah, that's
but
cool.
Also, if you hold the button, then it doesn't just deflect. It also deflects and turns around with a counter attack stupefy that actually stuns the enemy. And you can use that even in your combos and stuff. So if you're focused on a character, and you're doing your thing, and someone else attacks you, you can actually turn that attack into a direct attack on the person that you're comboing.
Interesting.
In your combos and stuff. So if you're focused
I want
on
to see that again.
And you're doing your thing, and someone else attacks
That's
you, you can actually
cool.
turn that attack into a direct attack on the person that you're comboing.
And I just realized this. Have we always seen this damage numbers? Was that damage numbers? See, look, 47.
You can actually turn that attack into
7,
a direct
7,
attack on
3.
the person that you're comboing.
That gives me incentive to build my character. Now, if I can see my damage. Interesting. Sorry, I want to hear that one more time.
Stupefy that actually just deflect. It also deflects and turns around with a counter attack stupefy that actually stuns the enemy. And you can use that even in your combos and stuff. So if you're focused on a character, and you're doing your thing, and someone else attacks you, you can actually turn that attack into a direct attack on the person that you're comboing.
Back into gameplay here. Andrew's gonna pretty handily finish these other students off here. Win this duel.
Look how fast it is. It's like a dance.
He drinking in the middle of the fight.
We really felt like in the movies, there's almost like a...
Okay. That's interesting. So he's saying you could either press triangle to just deflect it. Like I said, if he gets his little spell senses tingling, you could deflect it. If not, if you just want to hold triangle, then you can deflect and count and send a counter attack back with stupefy. Interesting.
It's kind of like there's this element of kind of like fencing from a very great distance.
That's such a good call.
And there are a lot of things that we had to do.
What's this music
with our controls
playing?
and combat system
It's like a horror game.
That's pretty unique to the Wizarding world.
Understandable.
Yes. Well, perhaps you should try that next time. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then.
I'll let you know when we're ready.
The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Please side relationships.
That is more or less gonna wrap it up
Got some
for us
XP.
for now. For what we wanted to show you, character creator, tour of Hogwarts, and
He was like,
that little taste of combat. But we didn't want to leave you without maybe a little taste of something that we may
What you got
show
for
in
me?
the future, may show next time.
What you got for me? Must
so
be from
leaving
the
castle,
showcase 2 that they're talking
going
about.
out here.
Oh, I know this bridge. I know it from the movie,
More owls.
but I can't remember.
Owl mail.
That's why I need to watch the
There's
movie.
The owlry again. Yes.
Or movies
all of
again
the owls.
before the game comes out. That'd be great.
But yeah, just
Yeah, I
heading
am
out
gonna do
here
that.
again to show you like from Hogwarts to the world beyond Hogwarts, and this is not somewhere where we're going
Wow,
today, but
okay.
we will definitely be taking you.
All of that is explorable. It better not be just boring. Like, there better be stuff to do.
A little glimpse at the
There better
scale
be
of the
stuff to
castle
do.
back there. All right, so we're gonna wrap
Like
things
this,
up.
Oh wait, he started talking again. Hold on,
A
y'all.
little glimpse at the scale of the castle back there.
Like, see, this better be like, you know, I don't know, like animals to do stuff with, quests, dungeons, stuff like it better not just be the driest open land on the planet. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a problem. You can't just give me all. You can't be like, oh, here's all the stuff to explore, but then there's just nothing there. Like, why would I bother? Why? So we'll see. I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt.
All right, so we're gonna wrap things up here, but I hope you guys have enjoyed everything.
Nah, yeah, that was cool, my friend.
James,
That was
you
cool.
may have a few other questions here at the end of things. So
Yes.
while we're done with what we're showing on the gameplay side, I know there's a few things that you want to pick Alan and Boston's brains about.
I would love that because there's a lot. Let me grab it.
He said, "Let me grab my questions."
All right, so some of these questions we did pull from the community secretly, but I did pull from the community. So,
And also from, I mean, going through this, I
Based
feel like
off of-
you've come up with some things you want to talk a little more about. I'm sure.
elaborate on because we went through character customization, Hogwarts itself, and even combat. So this would be like for the both of you guys. Will we be able to go back and change our character creation if we don't like it?
Good question.
So not everything, but there are certain things with hairstyle, hair color, so kind of like core shapes,
Okay.
you know, like with the body and face, not after the fact.
Okay.
But
Fair
there are
enough.
lots of things. There's kind of like a barber shop in Hogsmeade that you can go to, and
Of course, there's
inside
a wizard
there,
barber,
yeah,
right?
I'll tell you that Wizard Barber putting in overtime with that fade he gave that guy. Man, them dreads. Y'all need to give him a raise. Y'all need to give him a raise. But that's fair. That's fair. Honestly, you should be able to be like, oh, drink this permanent polyjuice potion. Is that what it was called? And change your body. But no, that's fair. That's fair. Just you create your character and then like you can change hair and changeable things that you can do in real life. Like I can't change my body. I mean, I can't go to like a play. I can go to Dr. Miami or something like that. But you know, realistically, you could just change your hair, change the color, change your clothes. Like, realistically. So it's fine. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
yeah.
You could change your hair color for holidays or something, right?
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool.
For
The
holidays, so
game features
there's
a lot
little
of
events,
apparence customization in it. So there's a ton
time
of
of year
options there.
events.
But that's in terms of like
Maybe.
your character.
Or
and
maybe
stuff
they're
you
just
get as a
talking
character
about
creator, it's like
in real
it's like
life, I don't know.
a smaller set of what you saw there.
Okay. Oh my gosh, awesome.
Okay.
Next question: what kind of leisurely activity can we do? Can we study with our free time? I mean, what will we be doing just hanging out in Hogwarts?
Because as you progress through the game, there's a bunch of different missions that open up. Most
Yeah.
of them are driven by different characters' personalities. You know, some of them want help getting up to hijinks, or some of them want to just explore secrets in the castle
Right,
because
right.
there are new secrets in our castle to explore. And so,
He too excited. I don't know about this guy, bro. I don't know about this guy. He's too excited. I don't know. Someone check on this guy.
So I think there's a bunch of things to do, and when it comes to class,
Oh,
as I mentioned
man.
earlier, it's not just kind of like the mainline stuff. There are kind of like extracurricular assignments, some of which are optional, some of which are kind of like blockers for main mission. Kind of like you
Okay.
can't go on this mission
Right.
until you have the spell, and then the spell is open. You know
Right.
the assignment and how you complete it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with your
that's
professor.
exactly what I was
And
saying.
so there are opportunities to study, so to speak, like
Right.
with that.
Right.
But they do all take the form of our mission structure. Yeah.
As you mentioned earlier. Wow. Let's get into
Wow.
some combat right quick. Do spells have different levels, or are they all equal?
Good question.
Do spells have different levels, or are they all equal? I'm trying to think of how to describe that. So each spell has kind of like its own core identity and what it does in the game with regards to both kind of like puzzling, world exploration, and
And what I take that question to mean is, like, if I get one spell, is that it? Can I level it more? Is there more to that spell that I can upgrade? That's how I take the question, at least.
Enemy combat and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then it's through the talent system,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
When you go into that, it's kind of like each of those spells has ways to kind of like advance and grow and change.
Okay.
And as you spend
Okay.
talents, in some cases, it even changes like the way you approach the battlefield and things like that. So I'd say that's no more true than with like dark arts, for example.
Right.
And as you go down that line and you kind of play around with those talents, it really
We
does
get into
start to
dark
kind of like affect
arts.
even how you approach
Yeah.
combat and how you think about the battlefield.
That's cool. Okay, I like that. I like
won't
that.
be touching the dark art stuff, but I know many of you guys will.
Loser.
You're on your second playthrough?
Yeah, second playthrough, yes.
Okay.
Dark Hufflepuff coming.
I'm just kidding.
back
I'm just
soon.
kidding.
I want to close off with this question, and this will be for everybody, and we'll start with Boston. With this game that you guys have been working on for however long, and the excitement you guys have, what's one aspect?
And I'm sorry I keep looking at the clock. If I look over there, I'm looking at the clock because I'm on my lunch break and I gotta get back to work. But I promised I will get this video out to y'all, so I gotta do what I gotta do. All right, but let's get back.
Of Hogwarts Legacy that you are excited for the fans to experience, Boston?
I think I'm just excited for the fans to play through the world, specifically the castle, and maybe go read those books again. I hope
I don't know
that
about all
either
that.
whether you're already a fan and you know,
See, I'm a
love
movie
this
fan.
game, or this
I've
is your
read a
first
few of the
introduction
books,
to
not all of
world,
them.
hope
I read 7, I read
point at
1, I
each
read
other
2.
in the best way possible. And
1 and 2 I read a long
I'm just
time
excited
ago.
for
Oh,
fans
there's
to
my
go
alarm
through.
for work. Alexa, stop. I'm going to work real quick. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna go to work real quick, and then after work, I'm gonna be back to watch the rest of this. This is all gonna stay in the same video though, but don't worry about that. It's not gonna be like a separate part 3 or nothing like that. No, it'll stay in the same video. But I'll be back. I will be back. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See you in 0.2 seconds. All right, we're back, and it's a new day. Not gonna lie to you. You see the change in shirt. I just got done streaming, so we're gonna get back to this video. There's only like, what, 4 more minutes left to go, so let's go ahead and get it.
play through the world, specifically the castle, and maybe go read those books again.
No, too many
I hope
books.
that either whether
I got
you're
2
already
weeks.
a fan and you know love this game, or this is your first introduction into the world, I hope they just point at each other in the best way possible. And I'm just excited for fans to get to finally go to
This
Hogwarts
guy, bro.
and feel like they can own it and live there. I've lived there for 5 years. It's a great place to live.
I know,
Official
lucky.
Christian.
It's really funny because I want to give a different answer and I will, but I actually feel like the most honest answer is really similar. Because my favorite thing when when
This
running
guy and his
around,
ad
playing the
libs.
game and getting to know Hogwarts the way Boston knows it, because she knows the school and the lore better than I do, and thank God, right? Because you want the person architecting it to really know that.
Yeah.
But when I rewatch the films or I'm rereading passages from the books, there's a different relationship to those things having played the game.
Right.
And so it's really looking over the edge and seeing location. I'm like, oh my God, I'm right there. And in the movie saying, I know what's around that corner in the film. Like if you go down this way, there's actually a thing over here. and
True,
there's this
I can feel
person here
that.
and
That's
this
interesting. That's an interesting take.
And it just adds all this richness to everything that you already love.
Yeah, but you're going to add your own story.
Yeah.
So you know what happens around that corner because you did something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the quick answer, just
point.
to have something different, is I just love being on a broom. I just love looking at the whole world. And
That's
just,
fair.
like,
From all the
looking at-
gameplay I've seen, honestly, the broom riding and just
Yeah.
looking at the view
there's just
looks
something
amazing.
exhilarating about it.
Yeah,
that
it's really
feels
good.
Very different in that kind of open air and on that thing. It just it's kind of incredible. Yeah.
Okay,
And
solid.
wrapping it up, for me, it's just bringing the community together with it and sharing those stories, because it is your story, and you are going to be writing. This is your unique experience within this.
But
And
how
being with-
unique is the gameplay gonna be though? I mean, in terms of like story wise, like Elden Ring, 3 people could play the game and have completely different experiences and what they see and what they played and everything. Gonna be the same, different? I don't know.
within the things that are the same. It's going to be your unique experience. It's different from mine. It's different from, we're all approaching it from different places. And I think that's going to be really cool, the way that everybody brings those things together. All right, and that's everything that we have to show you today. I know maybe it wasn't everything you wanted to see, but it was a whole lot of stuff. Character creator, little mini tour of Hogwarts there, just a small part of it, a little bit of combat. And we do have
was a good
some more
showcase.
stuff coming up for
Solid
you
showcase.
in the future. Hogwarts Legacy releases on February 10th, 2023, and is available
February
for pre-order
7th.
now. But that's going to do it from us. We're going to leave you with a little something
Wait, I tried to pause it. But February 7th for the people that pre-order. So yeah.
else. But for now, bye.
Bye.
That laugh at the end. I can't wait. I can't wait. I keep forgetting about mounts too. We get freaking mounts, and I pre-ordered, so I get that like dark looking thing. I forget what it was called. Oh, in our like house or something. So much, man. So much. All right, guys, that is the end of the video. I appreciate everybody for being here. Y'all know my thoughts. I'm excited. The game looks amazing. Ain't much else to say. I'm gonna be honest with you, but we're gonna be reacting to the gameplay showcase 2. That's gonna be the next video. I've been watching a lot of like the gameplay that's come out because people have gotten access to the game to play for like 2 hours, and I've been watching those. So I'm not gonna react to those, especially since the game is so close to release. I'll just like, I'll just watch it, and then we'll play it eventually whenever it comes out. So. But the gameplay showcase is going to be next. If they drop any more trailers, drop any more informational videos, I'll be sure to react to those though. But I'm not going to be reacting to like people's individual gameplays and things like that. I'm just going to keep it just to like official Hogwarts Legacy type stuff for any crazy news. Oh, also the quiz. I'm going to make a new account and do the quiz again and record it and then compare it to my original results. I do still have my original results. So we'll be comparing it and then just doing the quiz again. Again, I don't remember the answers to the questions or the questions in general. So it'll be like a fresh experience. We'll see if we get the same thing or not. But without further ado, peace out, guys.